This week, we hit the source of all weakness, public education. So, what's the story? Well, it appears that a lot of teachers are telling us they're not getting paid enough and that their working conditions are terribly poor. But what they're actually saying is they're not happy with 12 weeks vacation a year. Furthermore, they're upset because of their measly working hours and 5-day working weeks. In fact, I myself, Steve Fox, was once a teacher, and I can tell you that teaching is one of the weakest and slackest jobs that a human being can perform. That's why this week, we're going to tackle public education head on. We're at Arundel High School, one of the top 10 schools in the state of Queensland. Or is it? How do we know teachers are doing a good job? We don't. So what's being taught in our schools? Weakness. Weakness in all its forms. That's why we, Double the Fist, have decided to prove once and for all that teachers aren't doing their job properly.
It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Steve Fox.
All right, thank you, Principal Breenan, you weak, spineless dog. All right, listen up. We've selected 4 of your finest students from the fields of maths, English, sport and science. These students will be competing with the Fist team, Womp, Tina, Rod and Blue Womp, in the ultimate battle of fist-worthy education. The team at the end of the day with the most amount of points will receive the full fist. Furthermore, if the Fist team defeats the school team, it will prove that your teachers are weak and do not deserve the pay rise they so greedily desire. Let's do it. All right, this first event is simple. All you have to do is find this gold key, which will be hidden inside a book inside this library. Now, the only clue you'll have to help you find it is a quote.
It became apparent that one reason why the ice giants were known as the ice giants was because they were, well, giants. The other was that they were made of ice.
Are there any questions?
Hey, Steve, found it.
Okay, your time starts now. For those of you playing at home, the book you're looking for is Sorcery by Terry Pratchett.
Okay, guys, come over here. Come on. Okay, has anyone heard of the quote? Oh, I have. It's the Ice Giant book. I read it when I was young. Is that the title? Yeah, it's about an ice giant who comes from Iceland and he wants to get a job, but he keeps on melting until he disappears. So the boss sacks him.
Okay, good work. Tina, I've worked it out. It's called the Ice Giants, all right? Keep an eye out for it. Okay, you 2 wumps, check the catalogue.
What are you gonna do, Rod?
Don't worry about me. I've got a secret weapon.
Well, it looks like the students are on the right track. They're using the mighty powers of the internet as well as the library catalogue. But will it pay off against the Fist team's direct approach?
Hey there. If you can help me find the Ice Giants book, it can make it very worth your while. Dinner, movies, have something a little special after dark.
Alright, the book is called Sorcery.
Who's it by?
Terry Pratchett. Terry Pratchett. It's in fiction. Let's go.
Get lost! Get out of here!
The students have found the right section. All they have to do now is find the right book. Meanwhile, the Fist team seem to be content with destroying the library.
You're looking at the wrong books!
I know you're looking in the wrong book, you idiot! Don't slap me!
Got it. I got the key.
Hey, Steve, I got the key! I got it! I'm the winner!
All right, what a legendary effort by the Womp. Even without the help of his team, he has single-handedly won the library challenge, which means the school team must now lose a member. That member will wear this, the hat of No Fist. What a terrible effort by the school team. This means the Fist team has 1 point and public education, none. Well, we've got this letter here from Carl, here we go, Trishnushnik. It reads, Dear Double the Fist, I'm your biggest fan. Now there's more after that, but I couldn't be bothered reading, because 2 weeks ago, we got a letter from Sarah Hamilton, claiming that she was our biggest fan. Obviously somebody's lying. So we sent Carl and Sarah each other's addresses and challenged them to settle the score on video. Let's go check out Carl's fantastic effort.
Girls, number one, baby.
Great work, Carl. Well, let's check out what Sarah got up to.
Happy birthday, Carl.
Well done, Sarah. Because of her innovative use of kerosene and because of Carl's cowardly use of camouflage, I've decided that Sarah is our biggest fan. Full fist, Sarah. If you want to be our biggest fan, you better visit Sarah at this address, kick her ass on camera, and send us the footage. Today's second event will test your design and engineering skills. You have to protect an egg from impact. The team who best protects their egg will win the event. The losing team will have to give up one of their members. All right, your time starts now. The students have made a very impressive looking egg cup. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, these outer points will take the initial impact, distributing all this force away from the centre where the egg is.
Okay, well, that sounds very technical. Why don't you set it up and show us how it goes? That's right. It's not a 6-metre fall that's going to destroy the egg, but a blow from Panda's mighty bat. Go get him, Panda. Oh, the student's too quick off the mark. They've thrown their egg out the window, and I don't think Panda's game enough to jump out after it. Well done, student team. Let's see what the Fist team have prepared.
Look at the big one! It's so big!
No, that's obviously a trick. The bigger the egg, the harder to protect.
Oh, come on! It's so big! We can hatch one of the eggs. That way, a chicken would help protect itself. I wonder what sort of an egg it is.
Just forget the big one, all right? We're only using small ones, so forget it.
Come on, focus here.
I want to use the big egg! I want to use the big egg! Bit me! Friggin' idiot bit me! Steve, Womp's biting. That's cheating. Make him play properly.
All right, listen up, everyone. Cheating is allowed. Womp, don't be such a little baby.
Tyrannosaurus!
My first idea was to probably throw him out the window, but we realised that that's not the challenge.
Even Tyrannosaurus couldn't eat me!
Yeah, so I reckon we've got a real chance.
All right, well, that sounds great, Tina. Why don't you get ready for impact? Well, the students are the winners, which means the fist team has to lose a member. Blue Womp, this is for you.
Lockerheads! Both teams neck on neck with 1 point each. Join us after the break for an exciting round 3.
Over here, a letter from some fine dining public servant at the ABC. It reads, Dear Steve Fox, that's Mr. Fox to you. Regarding the ABC's policy on endorsement, as you've been told on multiple occasions, the ABC does not permit any form of program sponsorship or product placement, regardless of whether or not you are benefiting financially from these companies, blah, blah, blah. So basically, someone at the ABC wants me to apologise for the comments I made last week on air about my good friends at Lakemba Auto World. So, to the Australian public who were hurt or maimed by those comments, I apologise. Lakemba Auto World does not have the largest range of new and used vehicles in the Southern Hemisphere. Furthermore, Lakemba Auto World will not beat the price of any competitor, even when they're on sale. Should also take this chance to remind everyone that the number you are not to call is 5551 9699. Do not mention my name for a 5% discount. That number again not to call, 5551 9699. So, to everyone at the ABC who was offended, I apologise and double the fist. Welcome back to round 3 of our exciting school challenge, mathematics. And the concept is simple. What we have here is a mathematical Matterhorn.
Hey, Steve, what's the Matterhorn?
Okay, it's the name of a mountain, Walt.
Nah, it's a joke. What's the Matterhorn? You get it? It's like your name's Horn, and I'm asking you...
Shut up. Contestants will be lying on these
Yeah, I
platforms.
get it. Shut up, Steve.
Contestants will be lying on these platforms and ask simple mathematical questions. When they get a question wrong, they move up the mountain. How far they move depends upon how wrong they are.
Yeah, and when they get to the end...
Let me finish.
Oh, I can do this intro, Steve.
Womp, you're not doing this intro.
Oh, but Steve...
Okay, Womp. Listen, you've got 2 options here. You can sit down and let me finish, or you can be very, very sorry that you didn't. When contestants reach the top, they fall into the lawnmowers at the summit. All right, let's do it. Rod, what is the square root of 144?
22, Rod, it's 20.
Listen, you've been disqualified and you can't answer anymore. Go over there and sit down. Rod?
No, I've got it. 18.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rod, you're out by 6. So I'm going to have to move you 6 metres. Okay, Emily. A train travelling at 100 kilometres per hour leaves St. Petersburg at midnight. It travels to Zurich 500 kilometres away, but has a delay that takes a third of the total travelling time. What time does it reach Zurich?
All right. Yep. Okay. Yeah. 7:30 a.m.
No, I'm sorry, you forgot to take into account the time difference between Zurich and St. Petersburg. I'm going to have to move you 2 metres. Okay, Rod. The same train starts back half an hour after arriving. There are no delays this time. When does it arrive back in St. Petersburg?
No delays, huh? 10:30?
AM or PM? I am incorrect.
You're so dumb!
Emily, what year was the Sydney Opera House opened?
1973.
Very good. Woo! Rod, pick a number between 1 and 500. Hey? I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 500. What is it?
Well, I have to guess.
Only if you can't work it out.
50! 36! 700! 505!
250.
Incorrect.
Oh, you're so stupid!
Emily, in kilograms, how much do I weigh?
300!
70 kilos? No, wait. 80. No, 85 kilos.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Smart kid, but she was way up on that one. That's another point to the Fizz team.
Well, the Fizz team, they've pulled themselves out of a slump with 2 points, but the high school team, they're half asleep with only 1 point. Stay tuned for an explosive final round.
Put your fist in your mouth, okay? Put your fist in your mouth, okay?
Are there any subjects at school that you think are just useless?
Maths.
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 Well, like everyone else, maths.
Maths.
Civics, history.
Why do you think maths
What's going on?
Go away, Will. Why do you think maths is no good?
So I can't do it.
You'll never use trigonometry again, is that right?
Yep.
What about trigonometry? You think that's useful?
What's that?
Steve, let me do this one.
Okay, Womp, go over there, please.
How you going?
Womp, get out of it. What do you think you should be taught?
Sex ed.
Do you like to go to the movies? Because
Okay, Womp, go away, please. Go away. What subjects do you think they should teach in schools?
Snowboarding, skateboarding.
if I do this one...
Okay, Womp, no, go away, all right? Here, take this and go to the canteen, get a milk, get a pie, whatever. What would you like to be taught in schools?
Full-on sport.
Okay, now, Brendan, what subjects at school do you think are useless?
English and science.
All right, English and science. What's wrong with English, for instance? G'day. Now, Lord Acton, writing to Bishop Crichton in 1887, said power tends to corrupt, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. I say, it's lucky Lord Upton didn't meet me. Use your power with power. Those who ignore our past are destined to repeat it. This last event asks teams to reenact an important 9 months of Australian history, the military attack at Gallipoli. Because of its cultural significance, this event is worth double points, which means that the Arundel High School team can still win. Our teams will be playing the Australian, New Zealand, South African and Canadian troops who were slaughtered. The rest of the school will be playing the Turks, and Rotten Fruit will represent Turkish machine gun fire. All right, the team's goal is to place their flags inside the Turkish trenches. Is that clear? Okay, you can use any cover that you want on the field and begin when I lower my arm. Let's do it. Oh, it's a sad, sad day for the public education system when they can't even get Gallipoli right. Gallipoli is a pivotal day in the history of our nation, not because we triumphed, but because we did exactly what the British told us to do and were massacred. It's a fire that forged us into the spineless, defeat-loving nation that we are today. Students, no points. Fist team, 2 points.
Team have won the day with 4 points, completely annihilating the school team who only managed 1 point. That's bad news for the public education system because judging by their report card, they're going to be held back another year.
Well, just as I thought, all teachers are snivelling spineless dogs. If your kid is enrolled in any type of public school in this country, it's time to pull them out and enrol them in the Steve Fox University of Life. Next class, next week. Double the fist!
Teachers, if you'd like a fact sheet about today's episode because you're too lazy and useless to make your own notes, you can write to me, Headmaster Fox, blah, 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 Australia.